What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. I hope everybody's having a lovely day, and I hope everybody's ready for this bad boy to reverse. All right, so we're going to start it off with SPX, and I'm just going to point out, hey, what happened? All right, what happened? You literally did perfectly spot on rejected off of your trend line. This is the exact trend line. I used the magnet tool for it to go from there to here. And yeah, guys, you got a fat red gap down right after getting rejected with two 4-hour candles off of your SPX trend line. I don't think there's a solid shot that you end up breaking out of here and flipping it. But then again, you could have a quick fake out move and you could then quickly come back under the trend line. Anything can happen, guys. I got no crystal ball. I literally have no idea what's going to be happening. I come on here and I read the charts. That's what I do each and every day. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. All right, so even though it's a red candle, I want you guys to know this is actually, it should be a green candle. Let's see, did it form a green candle inspire QQ? No, everything is wrong. Except for Mr. VIX. Not wrong over there. I do want to point out right now that SPY is red with VIX red. Now, I do hope that SPY closes out green because then it puts our 85% probability that we got yesterday that S&P 500 will have an up day over the next two trading sessions to rest. I hope that puts the nail in the coffin. I hope SPY closes green today. Just so we don't have to worry about that. All right. But keep in mind, if SPY does close red and VIX does not close green and it closes red alongside it, we will again have another 85% probability that we will have an update on the S&P 500 SPY SPX in the next two trading sessions. So, that's just my fair warning. That's possible. All right. Like I said, no crystal ball. I'm just coming on here and showing you guys the factors each and every day. All right, and that is a factor we had yesterday. That is another factor we have today. Like I said, I hope it doesn't close red because, then that may lead to us prolonging, or not us, we can't do anything, but the market prolonging the downfall, the reversal of SPY. So we're going to see, all right? But yeah, now we're going to start with the daily charts, and we're going to go over the 4-hour and then the 1-hour, and then we will go our separate ways. All right, so you are right where you bounced last time on Mr. VIX for I believe it was an 80% run. You had a, 80, almost 82% run. The low of that candlestick was 1912. We have a low of this candlestick of 1907. We're past there. Now, something I want to point out is that SPY is nowhere close to its August highs. All right, nowhere close. Yet we are at the VIX lows from August. All right. That is sketchy. We have been talking about how, hey guys, VIX is being manipulated, all right? The options literally run the market, and right now we are in such volatile times that, yeah, this is just something that is going to happen, all right? But VIX technicals still do prevail, and we do have a bullish divergence here on our CCI, and you have your stochastic getting ready to cross up, and I want to point out that you have an RSI under 30 again. Guys, this does not come around many times. This 2823 RSI reading right here on November 23rd. Guys, that was the lowest RSI reading since 2004. That is not that's not good. All right, not good for any bulls. Not good at all for any bulls. All right. But yeah, nothing really new here other than what I just mentioned about that 85% probability if you do have these two bad boys closing red together, which, hey, if they both somehow close green, then you got a sell signal from Mr. VIX. We'll see. Probably definitely not. All right. Definitely not. But yeah, let's go over to SPY. All right, SPY. So we already looked at SPX, so it's going to be literally the exact same thing, but you rejected off of your trend line here. You filled your gap yesterday. You're in your golden pocket, and yeah, you have a bearish divergence here on your CCI. Let me just clearly mark that out for you. Oh, that was a little sloppy line right there. And you do have your stochastic crossing up, it looks like, but your RSI is completely flat. All right, and your CCI is hinged down. Now, I personally do believe this is just dealers trying to shake everyone, as many people as they possibly can before they send this thing lower. But we're just going to add this 200 MA right there. Look at that, guys. We are right around the 200 MA. We actually lost the 200 MA today, which would have been pretty solid for us bears. But then we recovered. Now, how could you have seen this coming? This is how you could have seen it coming. All right. Now I will say I did not take profits because I didn't think. Again, this is just an example of like, hey, when the charts tell you to do something, you do it. I didn't do it, and now I lost the gains I had for today, and now I'm like a little down on the day. And that's just it's whatever. All right, comes with the territory. We live, we learn, and overall the goal is just to over time just get less and less and less things wrong and more things right. And that, I do believe, that's being reflected from the TA here on the channel. I think we are progressing here. All right. Yeah, you are just now going up to touch this trend line, so we're gonna have to see what happens on there. But yeah, let's continue going over the daily charts. Let's go over QQQ. QQ got your doji candlestick yesterday, and you have declining volume here, but you're not rising off of declining volume. I mean, technically intraday, yeah, you were rising intraday, and there you have the declining volume. But it is only 3 o'clock and 3:15, and market does close at 4 o'clock, so you are going to have that end of the day volume spike. So yeah, no declining volume today. But either way, guys, impressive price action. But honestly, I mean, if you know the dealers and you know how, they make money when other people don't make money. They make money by taking other people's option money, or option premium, I should say. Then yeah, you would have thought just like I did, like, hey guys, this is actually this is a possible scenario here that we're going to end up coming back up and maybe even closing green. I don't know if we are going to close green. I hope we don't, because that would or I hope we do, because if we don't, VIX has that sell signal on the buy signal on the S&P 500, and that would not be good for our case for being in shorts. But I did tell you guys, if we do end up going back up, maybe we do end up breaking that trend line and we come back up and we form a bearish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to tell you guys that does look like something that can be playing out here, something that can be on the table, or something that is on the table, I should say. But holy cow, look at that massive wick, guys. That was massive. And by the way, just so you guys can see, we had a minus pretty much 1.5% down move on SPY and QQ. I think it was more like 2.2%. 2.2% on the dot. Wow, look at that memory, guys. Look at that. I was watching this thing. I kind of figured they were going to push this thing back up by market open, just because, dealers. That's just how it is played. All right. But don't get me wrong, guys. A down move is coming very shortly. All right. Very shortly. You saw the start of it today. You saw what can happen. Quite frankly, guys, this was worse news than what you got over here. All right. Like, over here, guys, I'm just saying, guys. How was, like, he was hawkish, but he was dovish. All right. Or he was dovish, but he was also hawkish. And it wasn't like it was like really written between the lines either, the hawkish things he was saying. It was like literally, hey guys, we are going to have over 5% federal terminal rates, over 5% terminal rates for an extended amount of time. I think he said we were going to have that throughout 2023, maybe 2024. My memory's a little shot, but go back and look for yourself, or listen for yourself, I should say. But the only thing bullish he said, guys, is that like they might be lowering rates. They might start lowering rates, or at least like stop being as aggressive. But like, hey, he also said that one print is not going to be enough. One inflation print, one declining inflation print is not going to be enough for them to change their hawkish tone. That's just not going to be how it goes. And he literally told us that. So like, what was that? 2 bearish things and 1 bullish thing? There you go. All right. So they're literally rallying off of the market is rallying right now off of the hopes that the Fed will be pivoting. All right. But like the Fed already told us they won't be pivoting. All right. But I mean, anything could happen. I don't know. I don't really care what's going to happen. We're going to have the charts to tell us what are going to happen. All right. But like I did say in yesterday's video, my next short entry, which will be the last short entry, if we get it, will be right here, guys, and I will probably add like 1/3 of my current position into that. Now, by the time we get up there, the money will be down, so I will be adding more than I would be right now, because premiums will get demolished when you go back up here. So maybe add a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. And I actually don't know if I will be adding to the Jan 20 expiration or the December 30 expiration if we get up there. Because, you know, if we get up there, you can get January 20s, but they're not going to gain as quick. And if we do get up there, the reversal is very imminent. And yeah, no, never mind, guys. I'm sticking with December 30s if we do end up getting this entry. But I personally don't think we will be getting this entry. But again, I'm here for it. We're testing the trend line again on SPY. We're going to have to see if we close outside of this trend line. That is ultimately what I'm going to be watching for going into the end of the day. All right, because that is going to mean something. All right, we can quickly look at IWM. What are we doing? We got a bullish engulfing candle right there. Do we have any bullish? No, we don't have a bullish engulfing candle there. But IWM, we do have a bullish engulfing candle. What is going on, Mr. DIA? Same thing. All right, you really just shoved up all day, which was quite amazing. All right, it is quite amazing. If anybody got to take profits, I'm gonna say you actually own, like on our contracts at least, or at least mine. I was only up like 20 something percent on my contracts at open this morning, so I didn't take it because like this is literally the beginning of the move. Like this is guaranteed the beginning of the down move. You're not going to stay up here forever. Look, you stayed up here for, let's just start marking this actually. Let's or not marking it. Let's actually just see. All right. You then formed your peak 18 bars later. 18 bars later, guys. How many days have we been up here? We've been up here for 26 days. That's an extra like 1 to 2 weeks right there, along with how long we stayed up here last time. All right. So when I say the reversal is imminent, it really is imminent. They can stretch this thing, all right? But as long as you got time in your contracts, you're going to have a move like this. And we're going to be able to play the living crap out of it. All right, so that is ultimately why I didn't take profits this morning. But like again, 20% profits, that's not exciting stuff. All right. And also, I wasn't gonna risk like cutting and then like, hey, this thing just ends up tanking. I was not gonna risk that. Like, look at where you are right now. That you're literally where you should be selling everything. All right. You do not buy up here when your CCI is up there. You don't sell down here when your CCI is down here. All right. All right, so let's go over the 4-hour and 1-hour chart, and then we will leave you guys off with that. All right. All right, so you clear as day have this hangman candlestick right here. I mean, it's not a hammer candlestick, but it does represent the same thing. All right, sellers brought you down, buyers brought you back up. But yeah, the hangman candlestick, the overall the tested performance is bullish continuation. So I would not be surprised if we do see this get confirmed with this candlestick, and then we do break out of this tomorrow. All right, I did tell you guys that, hey, this 4-hour CCI does look like it can go back up for a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence. It could do something like this where we, you know, tank like that, and we could be like right here, recovery right here, and then we could go up, make that higher high, and boom, there's your reversal. All right, regardless, it's imminent. All right, so let's go over QQQ. You got the same exact thing going on. You have your stochastic crossing up. Everything is crossing up. But again, keep this in mind. All right, when you're up here, this is where you reverse. This is literally where you reverse. I mean, we had that downfall, but that wasn't a meaningful sell-off. Let's see over here. All right, when we were here, because honestly, I do believe I mean, honestly, it's kind of comparable. It's not kind of comparable. It's actually like almost exactly what we had going on over here. With the everyone, I remember I was waiting somewhere over here, and I remember CPI came out, and I think you had just an absolute massive day, or not absolute massive day. I think you went up another 2%. Yeah, it was over here. I remember that's when I started getting a little nervous. I was like, what the heck is going on? Come on, dude. And it was a waiting game. All right. So if you had time in your contracts, yeah, I mean, your premiums, they took a beat in there, but all in all, if you just waited an extra like 1 to 2 weeks, no, you got all of your money back with flying colors and a ton more. As you could see, you got down here. But yeah, that's the purpose of having the December 30 OPEX. I don't recommend, honestly, I don't recommend buying contracts that are less that. Holy crap, guys! I'm changing the OPEX. All right, I will not be adding to the December 30 puts. I will not be leaving the chance. I just realized they're now under 30 days. I won't be doing it. All right. I typically buy options with 1 to 2 months on them. So yeah, guys, if I add, I'm going to be changing the expiration. All right. I'm putting it into that 1 to 2 month range because that's where you have enough time to catch moves like this, All right. To catch moves like this. All right. And to catch moves like this. All right, and I do believe that is coming. All right. Let's look on the hourly time frame right over here. Actually, let's look at 4-hour time frame on Mr. VIX. We could start incorporating you again. We do have the 4-hour bullish divergence going here. All right, clear as day. You are absolutely. Where did you even start this? You started up here. Clear as day. You are coming down here. But yeah, you got a bullish divergence forming on. Well, not forming. It's there. All right. You got to get beaten down real bad here for this to invalidate itself. You got to come all the way back down here. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, it's the same exact picture with this right here. You have a bullish divergence on VIX's daily time frame, which I will say on Webull at least, this thing started hinging up, which gave you that point of divergence. And that is what I personally look for to find tops and bottoms. I do believe, guys, this, like, honestly is a very solid shot that we have just hit bottom on Mr. VIX. All right, like, let's just literally, like, come over here. You're at the same exact spot. You're literally at the same exact spot that you were over here. And again, I just pointed out, like, guys, we're nowhere close to these highs. And it's not like UVXY where VIX eats itself. No, that's not at all how it works. All right, so just saying, these two are directly correlated. You can clearly see this one's being manipulated. And if you want us to look at this weekly time frame, what the hell? Look at that. And like, guys, the picture has not changed. It literally has not changed. Do not get don't get anxious, guys. I'm serious. There's no reason. There's literally no reason. Just patiently wait for the next setup. That's all you have to do. All right, which you did start turning down. But the next setup. What is the next setup? It's coming up here and hitting this trend line on QQ, which is going to be around 300 to 301. If you get that, guys, I'm going to add those guaranteed. Those are the last puts I'm adding. Guaranteed. All right. Maybe we push up here to 308. But with how SPY is looking, guys, I give that I'm talking like I'm going to say a 2% probability. Obviously, I have no idea how I would measure these probabilities, but let's just say it's very low. A very low chance that you end up breaking QQQ's trend line and pushing up to that gap. But that would also then bring you to QQQ's 200 MA, and it would be an even better setup. And then, like, honestly, maybe I would get the balls that, hey, now you put the same exact amount of money. You buy the same amount of contracts again with a further expiration, and then you get so much more money. Now, guys, I did say in yesterday's video, guys, never put yourself in a position where you are all in. All right, there is no reason ever. Okay, I don't care how good you think the setup is. I've been in the position where you just get like obliterated, and it just keeps going, and then you have to sit through pain, and pain brings bad decisions. There's no reason for that. There's literally never going to be a reason where someone should be using all of the capital. All right, and that is the purpose of what I've been showing you guys the past few days, guys. Hey, we're not entering. I'm entering. All right. The first entry was at the 200 MA. The second entry was at the trend line. All right. Well, now the third entry is going to be up here. All right. And I'm hyped. If we do get that, I'm hyped. I don't think we are, but guys, if it comes, it comes. That's the point of patience here. That is how we're going to pretty much stay alive in the market, and that's how we're going to thrive. All right. All right, so I think we covered everything. We could look at the 1-hour time frame right now. We're kind of in the middle area, and that's why I said, like, hey, guys, it wouldn't surprise me to come up and break the trend line, but at the same time, it does also make perfect sense that the market gods are going to slam you down right at the trend line, like literally what just happened. Look at this 1-hour wick. I'm not saying you reverse off this. I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying clear as day, you rejected off the trend line. It is being respected is what I'm getting at. All right, QQQ. There's no trend line there. All right, so I think that is pretty much it. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Oh, even Bitcoin is agreeing with the overall market right now. What is this going on? It needs to sell off. All right, before it close higher, it needs to sell off. Let's look at the weekly time frame. What's going on with that? Guys, Bitcoin is going to be bottoming. All right, I'm not saying now. All right, I am saying like in, we'll say, a few weeks, we likely have a decent tradable bottom here on Bitcoin. We could buy our Mara shares. All right, so I play options, and Mara is the only company that I will be buying shares in, just because at this point, I believe I know how to trade it, and I also seem to call the shots pretty well on Sir Bitcoin. So since Mara is correlated with Bitcoin, since literally that is the company, it's like, oh, it revolves around Bitcoin. Mara will be rising massively with Bitcoin. All right. So not only are we going to be entering dated calls when we see fit. We're also going to be buying shares of Mara. And overall, guys, we are going to have the best of both worlds. And we are going to ride the living crap out of the short squeeze. And holy cow, is this an opportunity that literally can change someone's life very quick? You start with $1,000. Now, I'm not an advocate for this. I'm not. All right. I am not an advocate for this. All right. But I'm just going to do some simple math. All right. Let's say your $1,000 turns into $3,000. All right. $3,000. All right. On this down move. I'm talking about this down move right here. All right. So your inputs. Let's say it turns into 3,000. Even though, like, honestly, guys, there's a chance that it turns into a whole lot more than 3,000 if you do have a date on those puts and you're willing to you know, ride something like this. But all in all, I'm going to be getting in and out. All right, this bearish trend is not going to be over quick, but I guarantee we are going to have pops. All right, and those pops are going to be shorting opportunities, just like we had, for example. I mean, I guess we traded sideways here. I guess it's not really a pop. You had this pop over here. Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, I'm just going to be taking profits along the way and re-entering along the way as I see fit. And overall, that's kind of that's what I would recommend to everyone. You don't want to just sit there and hodl, because then, like, you're going to get absolutely demolished. Your premium's going to get eaten by theta. There's no point. All right. And, like, honestly, there's going to be days where they just trade you sideways. Like, you could have massive gains here, and then boom, the next day you barely went down. And I guarantee your contracts barely went up. All right. So what was the point in having that stress? I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. But yeah, guys, I think that is pretty much everything. And I am very. Oh wait, guys, 1,000 to 3,000. So that's your downside. All right. So you make that on the downside, even though, like, if you really did catch this move with like 2 to 3 month contracts, you're making a whole lot more than 2x on your money, or 3x on your money. So 200%. You're probably going to be making 5-10x if you are in those, like, January contracts, like I was just talking about, the January 21s. That is a potential right there. So let's use $1,000 to $3,000. Well, now you ride the sucker up. All right. Now you buy 2 to 3 month calls, and you ride the sucker up, and that gives you another 3x. And now you're at $9,000. So as long as you don't gamble that money away, you now have an income, guys. You now literally have something that each month will grow for you, as long as you stick to what we're doing here on this channel. I'm not saying you have to follow the stuff we do here on the channel, but I am telling you guys, I literally am providing tradable opportunities, all right, or opportunities that come with trades, all right. I mention my trades, all right. I'm not going to babysit you guys with my trades, all right, but I will mention them as they come up, and I will tell you guys as they progress. I will tell you what I'm doing with them, all right, and I will tell you when I'm exiting all of my positions, all right. So, like, there really is no excuse for someone not to do what I just said, given the information that I'm providing here on this channel. And keep in mind, guys, I do also do the Webull updates, but check it out. We are starting off today with Twitter, all right? There will be the first Twitter update coming out today, and I am rather excited about that one, so stay tuned for that. Let me just give you guys a sneak peek over here. Let me over here real quick. We'll go with that. Where's the go to the home page? Hey, look at that, guys. Look at that. That's sexy. All right, that is sexy. So yeah, guys. All right, go check it out. All right, if you guys do just want a direct link, it is in the YouTube description under my links, or if you are on the normal website here, you can literally come over here and click on that. All right, guys. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys do enjoy the Twitter updates. I am very confident that they're going to I mean, yeah, actually, no, I could say I'm pretty damn confident that these are going to blow up much quicker than my Webull account. The Webull account is almost at 2,000 subs. I have not funneled any of those subs over to here. I've left one picture up of my YouTube channel, which was in yesterday's update, and it barely brought any over. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? I don't know. But either way, guys, I am extremely confident that Twitter is about to blow up Trader Henry. All right. And by the way, guys, why the name change? Why? All right. Why? Because some guy with 6,000 subs came in and took Simple Stocks. He took the YouTube name, and then when the handle came out, he then took that too. Look up Simple Stocks. All right. Look up Simple Stocks. Oh, look at that. I'm still the first guy to pop up. All right. But you come over here. All right. This guy literally, and I did this on the first day. I tried taking the simple stocks handle. He had to have done this on the spot or like YouTube. Wait a minute. Thank Jesus. All right. You guys saw that glitch too. I was, no way that was real, but like either way, that's fuckery. All right, guys. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next update. Peace.